Now then guys, as you can see behind me, we've had a brew on today. It's been a while since we've got some brew footage for you, because videos at the moment have just been BML reviews or the Smash competition what I was in, the reviews on them. So what I've done, we've done a Hobgoblin clone, only fitting that wear the t-shirt. I've took a series of little videos and pictures. I'll bring it together in a small video basically, and that'll follow up at the end of this conversation. You know, Fade's watching a big 17-minute video, so we'll get this all wrapped up in about 6 minutes, all being well. Now then, so like I say, Hobgoblin clone, most of you know I did it, upgraded to glass on it back in February this year, and it turned out alright. You know, this is the ale here, it's my last one left, 5.3%. How I'll save this one from February, I don't know. But we're going to crack this open in a minute, because basically it was lovely, but I wasn't too happy with the colour. It was slightly lighter from what I wanted, but I just used the wrong crystal malt. So we used a deeper one today. The recipe what I've gone for was 4.8 kilos of Maris Otter, 250 grams of Crystal 60, 200 grams of carapils, and 150 grams of chocolate malt. The hop schedule, ever so steady as well. That was, it's just basically stirring goldens and fuggles, you know, 45 grams of each. You bang 15 of each in at 60 minutes on the boil, 15 of each in at 30 minutes, and then 15 of each at flame out. You let that steep for an hour, and then obviously cool and wort down. With my new big boy wort chiller. Most of you know I built that myself. Used to do the no chill cubes, but had an amazing result with this today. So we'll dive into that in a minute. Anyway, Simpson's Maris Otter went in. It's a finest pale ale, milled fine. You'll see a photo of it in a minute. It's lovely and flowery. You know, I'm getting exceptional results with this. You don't get no stuck mash. It extracts so much flavour. It's absolutely bang on. You know, I've got a 25 kilo sack from this chap in Nottingham. I think he bought bars and sold on for a bit more. £23, you know, I needed some at the time. And then not long after I used that, I got in touch with Simpsons myself, sent them an email. Nice chap Peter sent me an email back saying, you know, they supply it, you know, but they're in Northumberland, so the post is different, you know. It would be a lot of money to get down to Nottingham on carrier and stuff, so he put me in touch with Murphy and Son, who was in Nottingham themselves, and I've always known about them, but I didn't think they supply to home brewers like me. They're distributors to the breweries, and, you know, Michael Brewers. Spoke to a lovely lady called Claire, and she's like, yeah, you know, come down, grab a sack, $18.50. I was like, boom, you know, no one's touching that, are they? £18.50 for a 25k sack. So that's my go-to malt now all the bloody time. So Peter and all the Simpsons team, well done, my mate. Thank you for putting me onto them and for knocking up some fine Maris Otter and all the other malts. The caramel went in, the crystal, that was Simpsons as well, and the dextrin carapil, I don't know what you call it, but that went in. The chocolate malt, that was from Mick Martin at Flat Beer. He sent me some chocolate malt at Christmas time, and he sent me a few beers, so I'm still using that. So Mick, if it turns out alright, pal, you will get some of this Hobgoblin, my mate. So that's that, guys. Brew day went nice and smooth. Anyway, let's crack this open. A little bit of smoke, 5.3% this one was. Like I say, this is my first go at a Hobgoblin. And a lot of people say they look really nice when they've seen it, and I gave it to a few folk, and to be fair, it does look nice and dark, but I wanted it more deeper. The ruby colour is still there. Looks like it's come through really nice. Cracking fingerhead there, it really is. It is bloody beautiful. It is just like a Hobgoblin. But for me, the colour is just slightly out. Just needs to be a bit more rich, and hopefully we've sorted it out with this one, guys. Cheers. So we've got about 22 litres in there. Like I say, that's what we've got. This is the colour on this one. Lovely and rich. We've got starting gravity. If it wants to stop. 1056. So I'm really pleased with that. You know, hopefully get about 5.5% when it's done. Right, wort chiller, guys. Listen to this. Most of you know I built my own wort chiller. It's a double, big boy. There you go. It's 50 foot of copper. It's 10mm copper. Cost me around about £42, something like that, for the copper itself. Now, wrap that round a paint tub. When it got to the bottom, wrapped it round my 10 litre fermenting vessel. So I put the paint tub inside the fermenting vessel, wrapped it round that, and obviously when it's done, took it out, and both the end of the coils was at the same end. Obviously that's how I did it. So I didn't want to be threading it back up through. So put it in today. I've had a few runs with it already. I didn't want to say nothing about it, but I did it last week. 7 gallons of wort. I got it to cool in 17 minutes. Now I was well impressed about 17 minutes. You know, I thought this makes life so much easier than obviously using the cube and stuff. But well, even though the cube was bang on, leaving it overnight, but you still got to carry on the next day. Today I've done the same, 7 gallons. But what I did, I put my pump on and recirculated it round. So I thought that way it's going to cool down the wort much faster, and it's sterilising the pump through, and then obviously I'll transfer it straight into the fermenting vessel, and that's what I did. Like I say, 17 minutes last time, guys, and this time with a pump, 11 minutes, 56 seconds, 49. Wow. Fair to say, I'm proper made up with that. So, we'll be using it all the time with a pump, I think. And that's it. Got a bit of beer mail from Clive. Clive Cutter at Custer Choice. He sent me 4 nice ales, wrapped up in high-vis t-shirts. Bit of padding around it, I think. So I'm going to wear one of them, I reckon, when I do his review. So guys, that's it, okay? Whether I put this up for a homebrew Wednesday, I'm not sure yet, or whack it up for the weekend. We'll let that ferment out around about a week. The only thing different, guys, with that as well was the yeast. I didn't have no Nottingham yeast or Burton Ale yeast. I don't know which one Hobgoblin uses. I've heard 2 different views on that. So I just had real ale yeast in for Crossmarlow's Brewery, and I think that's going to ferment out just as good as the others anyway. So I'll keep you updated on it. Like I say, the colour's looking great on that. You can see the tube through it. So this has a lot to do with my pump I use as well. The pump I bought is absolutely brilliant. When I recirculate everything around, it washes the grains through, you know, and the haziness just all goes. One of the best little things I've ever got, that is. Really is. So guys, we'll leave that there. That was a fine Hobgoblin, I must say. I look forward to version 2. Keep a look out in a few weeks' time when it's up. But for now, enjoy the little clip of Brew Day coming up. See you later, guys.